guys. Hello. Welcome to Radio Dark Tunnel. I am Maldoror. And this is the Dark in Dark radio show. By my side is Pipa. You have the microphone in there if you want. And we're starting now. This is go live on YouTube and on Radio Dark Tunnel, of course. And we use this as podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify and iTunes, so you can check on any of those media. So let's start with Minot Vale and Years of Denial with the song Stranger from the new album from Minot Vale, Reassessment, and hope you guys like that. Hey guys, so that was Minot Vale and Years of Denial, and the song is called Stranger. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sitting always in the weird position, and today I'm wearing shorts, so it's even weirder. Oh, you don't have sound. Yeah. How about now?
Now I have sound.
Yeah.
We were very happy because they were saying like I love this expression, they were saying, it fits most things, but they were saying that this week we will have rain, and last week it was really, really hot in Lisbon at least, but no rain for the weekend. Still very hot.
Yeah.
Hence the shorts.
Yeah. So, yeah, still hot as well.
So we're trying to give some motivation to the ones of you that only hear this on podcast to come check out next week.
Yeah.
Marlborough on shorts.
Marlborough on shorts live on YouTube. Yeah. So, what I was going to say, I forgot about. I was going to say something about the weather.
You always sit in weird positions.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
today
Yeah,
with the
just-
bonus of
yeah,
some legs.
Don't care. Just
He's got legs.
yeah, I have legs. So basically, I think you never seen me stand. Yeah, unless you went to check old videos. I have some videos. I'm doing stuff which you can see my legs.
Last
But-
summer you did a dark in dark with shorts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the weird stuff we talk about.
We had
about
less light.
oh, I have legs. So that's kind of a surprise for most people. Yeah, he has legs. Yeah. And,
Well, it's not every day that we see goth legs.
yeah, goth legs.
bear legs.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really hot. Just this afternoon we went to get just a beer outside in the park, which is it's cool.
Yeah, it's our new best friend, the park.
Yeah, the park in front.
In the
of,
mornings we take coffee. In late afternoon we get a beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Friday we are planning on having soup.
Yeah. We have what I don't know, how do you call it? Because it's a Portuguese traditional soup. It's kind of cabbage, but special
it's
cabbage,
like a
but
special cabbage.
it's cut very thin, and then and they make a soup with that, with also a base of potato and onion, and then they put on chorizo.
Yeah.
You might not know what chorizo is, go Google it. Otherwise, they put that in the end, and it's a really nice soup. And
then
we'll have also
bread with
chorizo. Yeah, so it's chorizo with and bread with chorizo.
And then Portuguese rice milk.
Yeah, rice milk, yeah.
It's a lot sweeter than regular rice milk. A lot sweeter.
Yeah.
With lots of eggs.
So they'll make...
And cinnamon.
Yeah, because next week, actually, it's like the Portuguese traditional... or Lisbon, more Lisbon.
Well, the whole month is Portuguese, but next week it will be Lisbon's... Like...
It's not next week. It's on not the next weekend. On the other weekend.
Oh, yes, on the other weekend.
It's the... a word we call marchas populares. It's a weird thing.
It's
a
like
really old
it's like a
school,
carnival.
outdated. Yeah, really, it's an outdated carnival.
Yeah.
Really.
But the whole month is the carnival month in Portugal. Most of the little towns and even big city patrons are celebrated in that month.
Yeah.
And
that's the time when people eat a lot of sardines. So
yeah, the national food is sardines, sangria,
yeah,
and that's cabbage soup. I don't know why. Who wants to have so many cabbage soup in June?
Yeah, but usually you go out, you pay sardines at an incredibly a high price.
Yeah.
So
and they are frozen from last year.
You eat one sardine at the price of
4 or 5.
Or have a half a kilo of sardines. So basically that's it. So.
And then if you don't want to eat it with a Hoffel salad. For so many hours, it has already cooked. It's starting to resemble the soup you ate before. You eat the sardine on the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really hard last year bread.
It's not last year, but basically they buy the bread before, and when you go in it, you just that bread was from days ago.
From midnight on, no one will notice because everybody's so full of sangria and beer, and this is so good today.
Yeah, so I'm going to play now another band. Never played this band before. It's, I don't know if where they are from, actually. Maybe they're Spanish. I don't know. I haven't done my research.
Spanish or South America?
Yeah, it's called No Hay Juventud, or
Ooh.
There's No Youth, No Youth. And they made this album, which I can't remember the name, but they released this single called Nobody, with a mix from Las Confusas.
That's a great name.
That means the
confused.
confused, yeah, the confused but girls. Confused.
Yeah, like
not confused
in
girls,
Spanish and
but
Portuguese
yeah,
and more languages we have this.
difference between
Yeah.
boy and girl. Yeah, so
So adjectives and
yeah,
they usually have boy or girl in it.
so yeah, it's the confused girls, although they don't say girls, but yeah.
Here the non-binary thing is harder.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to play, and hope you guys like that. That's quite a good song. So Las Confusas. Oh no, no hay juventud. so hope you guys like that. It is a really cool song. And yeah, we want to check they don't say, but they're probably from Colombia. And the album is called Espectro. I think it's how they spell it. And that's kind of a spectre, yeah. That's
It is.
translated. So, yeah, so still on working from home, still doing everything from home. So there's no big news from our side, just nothing particular during this week. Just a lot of hot weather and yeah.
I'm still working from home too, and now we are like, our country is already deconfining, but we are still basically doing everything we were doing in the last 2-3 months.
Yeah, the only thing
difference is the park.
Yeah, because the park was closed and now it's open. So
yeah, we are thinking or planning about starting to see some friends, like in a park.
Yeah,
but that it didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, no big things. Only Netflix.
Yeah, watching dumb series. I'm watching a lot of what's the name of
Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys. That's I laugh a lot because
you do. Sometimes I'm like working and it's already ended, and I hear a laugh, and I already know, okay, he's watching Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, because they're so dumb and make the most weird things. So if you don't know what Trailer Park Boys is, go check it out. Even on YouTube you can check it out, and it's really cool. I don't know.
And we also started the Snowpiercer.
You started a series called Snowpiercer. I've seen the movie some time ago, and but the series also seemed. We watched 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Only 3 episodes came out. They're really cool. So
we are not used to it anymore to only see an episode a week. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and but
yeah,
that's
so far
the
it's
way
worth
the cookie crumbles. Yeah. So.
And today we already ate. We did.
Yeah.
And no Uber Eats for us.
Yeah.
We manage.
We make fish fingers.
Yeah, the tradition.
Yeah, fish fingers, which was kind of what we ate almost all the time, every Wednesday, just some time ago. So
yeah, it was like the official dark and dark dinner.
Yeah, because that was something really easy and fast to do. Just they're store bought, and you just have those things on the fridge and just take it out and put it.
Yeah.
And so now we're going to hear another band I never played. I think I only have one band in here, or 2. Yeah, Manadvel and Years of Denial. Yeah, but I already played, and this band I also already played.
Yeah.
But everything else I think I've never played. So. This is a band called Z�ʝΘΘYศี, which is kind of very goth name. But then, so the artist name, I'm checking artist. The artist is called Z�ʝΘΘYศี. The band is called Z�įπερλακριμάη. But everything else is kind of. I like the names of everything else. Not Z�įπερλακριμάη. I think it's too goth.
It's hyper goth.
Yeah, hyper goth. And I don't like, but I like the names of the songs and the albums and everything. They're amazing. So the album is called Through the Lies of Mr. Nassotti.
And why are you saying that with this accent?
And I'm saying that with this accent because I don't know, maybe I don't know. And the song is called Jenny's Useless Thoughts. Now I don't know where the titles come from. Maybe it's a kind of a book. Maybe there's a book called Through the Lies of Mr. Nassotti, or maybe there's something.
Theory, yeah.
And I don't know.
Like this is a conceptual album. And
yeah, maybe
is related.
Maybe, but yeah, let's hear Jenny's Useless Thoughts. And
that's an amazing sentence.
Let's hear Jenny's useless thought. Yeah, kind of.
Through the lies of Mr. Nazotti.
Yeah, but I also have a lot of useless thoughts too.
No, you don't.
Yeah, yeah. So let's check what Jenny thought. So let's see how useless are they. So, what you thought of Jenny's useless thoughts? And kind of weird. Yeah, but
They're
yep,
kind of
repetitive.
repetitive.
Yeah, but that's not good nor bad. It's just
Yeah, I like repetitive.
Yeah. So that was Iperlacrimae. So when you see the name Iperlacrimae, I was expecting those
Yeah.
goth. It's not even goth. Those metally something bands that name
Yeah.
themselves goth just because there's a girl screaming with giant dresses with a lot of fluffy things,
A lot of
all
lace
black.
and velvet.
Yeah, all in black, and yeah, you're a metal band. You're not goth. You don't know what goth is. You're
Yeah.
a metal band that where the girl likes to
If you have
dress.
straight, very long hair, almost to your waist, that's not got hair.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah, like it just yeah,
It's a
just
coat.
yeah, and that happens a lot. So you know, once I add this punk band, really just let's call it narco punk, really basic. There's nothing in there, but I had this gothic look, not the gothic look, but I dressed in
And the
more of-
sound. The
yeah.
first time I heard your punk band, I told you, oh, this sounds a lot like early goth. And you were like, really?
Yeah, because
But it did.
it was really basic. It was really 4x4, really
But you
goth.
had a keyboard.
And then we just had, the only thing is we had a keyboard guy. So usually those punk bands is just drums, guitar, and bass, and we have an extra that's keyboards. But everything else was the same. The sound, if you took the keyboards out, was just basic punk, and that was it. But I remember once we went to play, and the description was we were horror punk. Horror punk, why? Horror punk always, it's kind of they always sing about horror movies, or they have
murder,
that. Yeah, they have all that
gore things.
Yeah, gore things, and we didn't. We were basic punk. So, and their answer was, it's because of your lead man. You know, why? Yeah,
You're an horror.
yeah, he's all dressed in black and and those things. So yeah, you thought you were horror punk. No. Yeah, so horror punk is kind of like Misfits and those type of music. So if you're not aware of what horror punk is, so let's continue just listening
Mommy,
to
can
music.
I go out and kill tonight?
Let's go and going from horror to terror. So this is Terror 404. They released an album called Holographic Skull. So let's continue in the horror horror thing. And I think it's the single this called Hard War, and it's pretty good. So I hope you guys liked it also. So I'm always actually, you know, yeah, this is my mobile phone doing stuff. It's kind of this week I was kind of really hard to find music because there's not, or at least I didn't find anything released this week that was really good. So I had to go back some time ago. So I think I can't remember by heart, but I think everything is kind of there's one everything is kind of new. It's from this year, all this stuff that I chose today, but there's I think only Rebecca Warrior, yeah, that I will play later, is new. Everything else is new some time ago, some weeks ago, or some months ago, but yeah.
Before I met you, when I thought about new music, I always thought, yeah, like it has a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
And now, like, a new music has a complete new meaning. It's like music released I don't know, this week?
Yeah,
Last
this week. Yeah, 2 weeks, 3
Yeah,
weeks.
a month is already too long.
Yeah, a month is okay. 2 months is too old. Yeah, that's kind of.
Oh, this is old. This has 6 months. I already catch myself saying this.
Doing that. She's worse than me now. So.
Oh no, this was released in December.
In the beginning, I was like, okay, 2 months old, and I was like, okay, this song is old. And
I was looking at him thinking, what?
What? But now she's like 1 month old. Oh no, this is old. And I was like, yeah, it's 1 month. Yeah, but let's go. Hard War from ﷺΘYR. that was ɁTHYάνန့, something like that. And the song is called Hard War. And yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
₦THYάνန့ 404.
I think the error 404 is
it's because of
when you get
software.
when you get a blank screen, the website doesn't go nowhere. So I think that if I remember correctly, error 404 is when the link is going nowhere. You get that error. So
Nobody's home.
yeah. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And yeah, we're just checking.
Ai, beijinho, João.
Yeah, so we're just
Sorry.
yeah, so that was a Portuguese apart. Yeah, we were checking things on Facebook. Lot of so let's go back. So this week we just made a post on it was on Sunday, the black thing.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. It was yesterday. So I made this post of on Instagram and on Facebook, just a black, just black.
Black square.
Yeah, a black square. There was nothing in there. It was, and for a long time, I think it's the only picture because we're always putting videos. And since the first week of January. Yeah. It's always videos. So this time it's just a black square, and yeah, it was kind of cool to see a lot of black squares also on Instagram. We were just browsing, and there's a lot of black squares in there. Yeah, and,
in a way, I understand the ones that criticize it, because you were taking space at the same time from people who wanted to argue it differently. I think all in all, it was very cool, because, well, it was just one day. It's not as if we were for a full week putting black squares and not allowing space for the others to say important things. But also, there are so many people who are completely oblivious about this. Yeah. So if only they saw many black squares on their page and they thought, oh, what is going on? And maybe they gave 5 minutes of their time to try to read about it, it was worth it. Yeah. And today, no black squares, and everybody can discuss it a little further than black squares. But it was, I know many people that perhaps for a full week were not really thinking about it, and then yesterday they thought, oh yeah, I heard about it, and they were like reading more about it, because we live privileged lives, and sometimes it's really hard to put ourselves in the other's shoes. So it was, I thought, all in all, it was cool, and it was amazing. Like, all our Instagram feed was completely pitch black. Yeah, so it was black, and then we had like this something that is what you get for having Facebook. You have someone paying to put publicity. Sponsored posts. Sponsored posts. Yeah, that's what the only color. There you go. Black sponsored post. Black sponsored post. But many, besides the black posts, they also took the time to find links for you to donate or help, or groups you can join. So it was not only about the black square, but also about to stop, listen, and learn. Like, go learn about this, and then see if there's something you can do, because it's not only for a week or two just saying, oh, this is so wrong, and then go on with their lives and never think about it until the next time. So it was cool to actually see many bands donating, many bands sharing links about it, about organizations or GoFundMe pages. There are many GoFundMe pages nowadays because of the people that were arrested and need money for their bailouts. So if you can, go help. We were just discussing, I think,
people was asking in Portugal, they were going to make um, a protest linked to this one. They were going to the front of the. They're supposed to go to in front of the American embassy in Portugal, and the only thing I think is missing is those situations. Not only related to but related to two things, racism, but also police brutality. Happens a lot, and I think most people in Portugal are totally unaware of it. And I still see on TV people saying, "Oh, our police is amazing." No, it's not. Our police is full of criminals. Our police is every year is posted on what's it called, the report, the international report on
Amnesty.
International Amnesty International, as it's the most. It's a very cruel, and there are a lot of cases of police brutality in Portugal, and that's always a reference in that report. Portugal is one of the where they have one of the countries with the most police brutality. So, and people still know our police is amazing, and it's just some policemen. And I have an image of an idea for that. If it's just some policemen, the other policemen should do their work, and if they're good, they should have done their work. If they cannot do their work because they're their companions, they're their pals, well, then if you're not doing your job, you're as guilty as they are, or at least you should be fired because you're not doing your job. And but that doesn't happen, and most of the times, if I know people that happened. A police beats you, but he just has to go on court and say, I didn't do it, and that's enough. Even if you have 50 witnesses, you always, I didn't do it, and that's enough for a judge to say, oh, it's just one case, yeah, just continue. You have to, at some point, I think, or at least what I've seen, it has to have a lot of people going against not one, but a group of police officers. Or
important people.
Yeah. So one of the cases that got really noticed in Portugal was regarding a group of people, a group of black men. Just a few months ago, they released there was this final. Thing, what's it called? The final julgamento final
hearing.
Yeah, the final hearing, and basically what was proven is okay. They got beat up. Police locked and beat up some black guys, and totally out of context. They just beat people. And that was proven. They did it, but they could not prove who did it. So they know there was 13 guys, 13 policemen. All of them were totally unaware, but they couldn't prove who were the ones that beat and who were the ones that witnessed. So what happened is nothing, because the logic is they couldn't prove who that particular person has beaten, but all of them knew. So basically, and they protected each other. So no one told I seen him, and basically that's it. With that proof that another police says I seen him beat, there's nothing. Although the witnesses themselves said he beat me, but that was not enough. And basically that it didn't happen anything to any of the policemen. At least that was the minimum. All of them should have been fired, in my point of view. Basically, all of them knew, and no one did a thing. So they didn't do their work. At least they should have been fired. Not even that. It just continue, do their job. They were suspended like for 2 or 3 months prior to the judgment, but they continue their job. And that happens a lot in Portugal. Just a few, I think 1 or 2 months ago, another Ukrainian man was also killed. It was not black, but it was an Ukrainian citizen was killed during
at the airport.
Yeah, at
by
the airport,
the immigration service.
by the immigration police, and that was also protected by other companions. And the only thing that led to that, it was because the medical staff made a complaint because that didn't head up. So yeah, and all other stories. There's always in the news of some time ago a woman, a black woman, got beaten inside the precinct again. The police station, and then they were left out of the police station, and they called the ambulance and said, "Oh, she fell." And yeah, maybe I'm not saying she's innocent of whatever she has done, but she got beaten inside the police station. So, and that should never happen.
Never happen.
So she might be guilty of whatever. And that's another thing that I see a lot of people that it's defending the policemen, saying, "Oh, but they have to defend themselves whenever people throw them stuff or call them names." So sorry,
they're police.
They're police.
Yeah.
If a police can't hold themselves when you call them a name,
it can't be harmed.
Yeah,
or
he can't be a policeman because there is people that are being paid to get to know those people that spend their days phoning other people to sell stuff. And call centers.
Call centers.
And they hear a lot of people complaining and calling their names, and they are able to hold themselves. If not, they are fired. If a policeman that supposedly has more
self-control,
yeah, but has more training to have that self-control, if he's unable to do that, then he should be fired. It's simple as that. He should be at least fired. He's not able to do his job, basic. So
he has the law on
view.
his side. So if you do something wrong to a policeman, he complains about it. He files a report about it, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you call me a name and I feel offended by it, I can file a report saying
yes, you can
something. And yeah.
And if you insult a policeman, it's worse than if you insult anyone else. So. And if you beat a policeman, it's also worse. Because besides the fact that you can't go beat on regular people, you can't beat a figure of authority at work. So yeah, they have the law on their side. Why they have to beat and be violent and be aggressive and.
Yeah. So that happens a lot, and there are still a lot of injustice.
And
so
still always with the same ones, because
and it
that's
continues.
really bad.
It continues. So
if you're poor,
just a few days, not only with that, but just a few days ago, there was this small pocket of coronavirus where they found, I think it was like 18 or 19 people, I can't remember, on a small on a neighborhood, on a black illegal neighborhood, but basically they forced everything to close down around that. So, and that happened in Portugal. But at the same time, there was this other place that's where people work, and it's from a big company where they found hundreds of people. I think it was like 100 and like something, or 200, almost 200 people that work in there. Of the 300 or 400 that work in there, almost half of them had coronavirus and made the test and had coronavirus.
And they didn't close it.
And they didn't close that. Just continue working. So that's kind of weird for me. And yeah. it's two measures. So
Yeah, but that's not the fault of the police.
that's not the fault of the police.
Yeah,
but
but
that's
the kind of
again,
thinking is always the same.
Yeah.
Like, you always protect the big corporations and the people you perceive that as being in power or
Yeah.
important or regular people at least, and you always seem to have different eyes to people you perceive as poor. And people who can't really complain about you because they don't even have access to lawyers, and they are poorly educated, so they don't really know their rights. Or sadly, they already think that I have no rights. This is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't. Why complain? This has already happened to my parents and my grandparents, and it will always be the same. Well, it doesn't have to.
Yeah, and
It shouldn't have to.
And there's one of the issues is if you try to make a complaint against the police officer.
Yeah, the police won't.
The police won't take it.
Won't take it.
So you go to a precinct and say, "I want to make a complaint."
Yeah, it has to be through a lawyer, otherwise.
Yeah.
And then it depends on the people, because if you look really fine and dandy, maybe they will talk to you. But if both of us went to a police station and said, "I want to make a complaint about a policeman," they would completely laugh in our face.
Yeah, and they won't. They basically they won't take it. So you have to. I want to make a complaint, and they just laugh at you and say, "Okay, go home. Just forget it." Yeah, that's the normal, and still people are, and that's what I think it's the miss in Portugal, is that they are going to complain about things happening outside, but those things happen in Portugal also. Those things continue to happen in Portugal, and people are still continue to watch outside.
In fact, I believe we are our racism is runs so deep, we are completely unaware of it.
Yeah, most of people are.
Completely. Oh no!
I have a black friend.
Yeah, I love that sentence. No, I'm not racist. I even have a black friend.
Yeah. So let's just okay. Yeah, we have been talking like for 20 minutes about racist stuff. Let's just hear music and then let's go. Rebecca Warrior.
Warrior is a good surname now. Wow.
Yeah, Rebecca Warrior with what's it called? Ich komme zurück. Ich komme zurück. So hope you guys like that. It's a great song. Yeah, so with all this political speech, we left almost no time for you guys to play music. So,
but sometimes it's well needed.
Yeah, but we'll continue. Maybe we'll leave one of the songs for next week. We'll play.
It will already be old by then.
Yeah, it will already be very, very old. But yeah, let's just play one more song. What time is it? It's the show has been already for a full hour, and although that's kind of a good thing on Radio Dark Tunnel, it's not. There's no one immediately after, so I could continue. So, do you want any of those songs? One of those?
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah, the right below.
Yeah. So this is a new EP called Gold Blood, and is from Street Fever. That's why people wanted to hear. I don't know. Have you heard?
No. That's why I want to hear.
Yeah. So they released this EP called Gold Blood, and I chose this music called Fortune. I don't think that's the single. I think that it's the other one, which I can't remember the name. But I prefer this song, so I chose this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of rebel. I'm a really rebel. And we'll leave the other song for next week. And and with that, I don't have much else to say. No? Yeah,
No.
You want to talk about something? Maybe how to make cookies. No.
Well, we are eating a lot this past quarantine, and we made lots of waffles, but we can talk about it next week.
Yeah, let's talk about waffles next week.
Waffles will be the theme.
We'll talk about waffles and the song that we didn't play. And I also have another song from an album from an artist that will release, I think it's tomorrow, but he want me to play when after the release, so I will play it only next week. And it's a really cool song, and it's really cool they reached out, but I will talk about it next week. Not yeah. So let's go with Street Fever, Gold Blood. Hope you guys like the show. Hope you guys like. We spoke a lot, and
Well, this is radio.
Yeah, this is radio. If you want to hear just random music, just go on Spotify, put on random, and you'll play
Yeah, they
whatever.
have playlists there.
Yeah. But we that's what I think it's different. It's kind of, you can hear what the fuck goes through my mind, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, sometimes are funny things, sometimes are political rants. Yeah.
And
You never know.
Yeah, maybe we can try to make waffles in a protest.
Yeah.
Let's make a protest waffle. Yeah, so let's go. This is Street Fever. The music is called Fortune, and I hope to see you guys next week or whatever. And follow on my social media. Go on my website, maldorarmusic.com.
It's all there.
So Street Fever with Fortune. Bye bye.
See my eyes. Bleed through the havoc. Eat the plastic. See the havoc. Grab the chain and slowly wrap it. So dramatic. Touch my skin. You gotta have it. Systematic. Going manic. Fade to black. I cannot panic. It's all magic. Automatic, so dramatic. Touch my skin, you gotta have it. Systematic, going manic. Fade to black, I cannot panic. It's all magic, holographic. See my eyes get through the havoc. Eat the plastic, see the havoc. Grab a chain and slowly wrap it. Automatic, systematic. It's all magic. Eat the plastic.